Hello, everybody. How we all doing? I'm Kirema. Welcome back. It's Halloween, so happy Halloween to everybody. Hope you had a wonderful Halloween day. Mine was really cold, which kind of sucked, but hey, what are you gonna do, right? Wore a wonderful little costume, a little cosplay to work today. I had to explain it to like fucking everybody. But hey, what do you, I mean, hey, at least I got to wear it, right? That's all that really matters. Yeah, no, we're playing a little Slay the Princess today. I got this, I think the day it came out on Steam. I saw it popped up on the front page. I was like, oh, what's this? I checked it out, read it up on a little bit, and it seemed like a pretty good little Halloween game, I think. So we're gonna pop over there. It gave the fun little screen here when I boot up the game. I figured, you know what, I want to make sure you guys see this so you have an idea of what we might be getting into. So let's slide on over there. Oh, why didn't the transition didn't work? Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, hey, Juice is still on there. Sorry, Juice. I don't think you can see this. I don't think it'd be good for you to see this. I gotta get rid of you, Juice. I'm sorry. Which one are you? There you are. Bye, Juice. But yeah, look at this. So this is a love story, you guys. This is a love story. Okay? That's what we're being told. No premature endings, no wrong decisions. A fresh perspective in new beginnings. So I hope you're ready. Because I am. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to play this one since I bought it. So it should be pretty fun. I hope. So let's delve in to Slay the Princess. Oh, the game is a little oddly sized here. Let me see. I guess preferences. There we go. That's better. Cool. All right. To visit Scarlet Hollow. No, we're not gonna do that yet. We'll come back. We'll do that later, I guess. New game. All right, here we go. Here we go. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the
Ooh.
woods. And at the end of that path
Voiced.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Good. Oh. Oh, the gameplay audio is actually on. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait a minute. Did I put the gameplay audio? And I remembered I did this a couple of days ago. Good. Thank you, gameplay audio. Oh. Okay. Let's see. So we gotta explore the end of the world? What are you talking about? We got a couple. Oh, there's so many options. Let's see. What do we feel like What do we feel like saying? One reason she's going to be in the other world because she's locked up. Ooh. It does seem kind of bad. It does seem kind of bad. They may be okay with the world ending. Doing this. All right, let's do. I mean, we're gonna have a couple runs of this. Is my guess here. So, with how many options we have, there's gotta be a buttload of endings. So, honestly, killing princess does seem kind of bad. You know.
Does it? You're
Does it?
modest. Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute.
Keep trying to check, make sure the audio's not bad.
Society.
All right. I mean, I guess what he's saying makes sense. What does this? Well, I mean, but princesses, they contribute, right? Huh. Maybe the only reason she's going to be okay. So we have to go through these a couple times then, huh? Oh, so we can just move on, I guess. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. I mean,
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
how is she causing the end of the world? Thank you.
Linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
I don't know.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I just poofed here. I don't know any of the context for any of this. One moment, I'm just you know, it doesn't. You say that maybe the only reason she's going to the end of the world is because maybe it could be it too. What if we don't have her locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
No, we're not. There's no. I don't see any countdown going on. Do you see? You guys see a countdown? I don't see no countdown.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Whatever you say, narrator.
Before we decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
What? Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Alright, narrator.
Yes, of course. You do your job and slay her.
I still don't know if I should be slaying her.
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules.
Alright.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Well, if you did make the rules, would you be forcing me to do this still?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world.
Hey, some people do want the world to end. What are you talking about?
I mean, maybe some people do.
Yeah.
Nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Not doing it. Here. I think this is the yeah, no.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens, but a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
I think I can handle myself.
Every one of us is doomed.
Alright.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I don't see you.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Alright.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. You click on anything? Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, yeah, no, I think we're good. Into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost
that knife.
entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want
boy.
to do this right.
I can enter the basement without the blade. Take it with me doesn't mean I have to use it. Should probably take it.
You take the blade from the table.
Just in
It would
case.
be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I mean, I guess. Oh, it's in our hand now.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Jeez.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh boy.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi! Good to see you. I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Oh boy.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Good question.
Focus on the task at hand.
So is the narrator just there with me in my head this whole time? Am I really just having like some mental break on my way to do this? Trying to convince myself not to do anything to her?
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Look at that face. What do we got here? No. He's here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
Don't worry about the knife. Don't worry about the knife.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
I can always pick the blade back up. Right? I can always pick the blade back up. It's here with me now. It's down here. So I could pick it back up. I would assume.
Don't you dare.
Narrator or disembodied voice in my head.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Not what a hero would do. Not what a hero would do.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Fine. We're a hero. I'm pretty sure we can overpower most people, I would think. Especially a princess. Assuming she's not some beastie. Which I hope she's not. Because if she is, we're fucked.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Don't worry, I know it's there.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Awkward. Coming on to me. I want to get you out of here. World. You think you're going to end the world? What do you have to say about that? Your name? Actually, what is her? You know, I think we should start off with that. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I mean, you could just give me your name. We've been down here. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. No, we got plenty of questions to ask here. Okay, we'll ask this one.
You can't. Don't bother.
Narrator?
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
What are you implying?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
I don't know.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
Don't just tell her that.
I'm gonna tell her that. Why else? What? She's locked up. Why? I'm coming down for the blade. Clearly, you guys want. She's gonna know if she wants me to kill her, or that you guys want me to kill her. So I mean.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
That's not what you say. That's not what you say.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Not really. Yeah, we've got some new options here. Got a bunch of new options. We're gonna definitely. I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. There's no good reason for telling the guy you're asking to kill the person who's there staying and gonna end the world. Not like how she's gonna do it. or why she's locked up. You know, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. Huh.
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Would like to know why.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
True. True. But the way you just said that implied you can kill me. You think you can kill me, which is a little terrifying.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet
I just
life
realized.
in the woods,
Okay.
or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong.
Yeah.
This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Not much of a monarch if she's been locked down here for so long that she doesn't even remember. Huh.
Too long.
That's not... It's not much of an answer.
Don't come to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship. Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Huh. No, we ain't getting her out yet.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Where's the blade, by the way? You still know where the blade is, right?
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
That's not good.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Hey, don't be saying stuff like that. Gives me more reason to kill you.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one. I know you
Let's see.
think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
True.
You're making a mistake.
I'm not killing you.
You turn your back to the princess.
That was me
Make
picking
your
up the
way
blade,
to the
right?
stairs.
It was me picking up the blade, not her, like, stashing it away, right?
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. Do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Oh.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
That's early. I was already committed to not slaying her. Come on. No, we're not killing her yet.
All of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy.
You can't fall asleep right after you make this decision.
Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Okay.
I know you're still there.
Yo.
Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. But it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrible.
That's not good.
She's less like the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
I can kill you.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Just wanted to talk more.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
That's not good.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it was just an act, wasn't it? Ignore her and go to sleep. This seems like a horrible idea, but... Alright, so this is all just an act. It really isn't harmless. You're not even a princess, you're a
I
monster.
can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
I mean, we could have just sat back and talked a little more. And then maybe I could have let you go.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake.
Oh, come on.
Silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
I don't think this is fair. I think we're in trouble, though. I think we're in trouble. This is not gonna end well, I don't think. I think we're in trouble.
Where is she?
Thanks
Oh,
for helping
hello.
me get out of that awful basement.
How did I help you get out? How did you even get out of the chains?
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the
He is a
facts of the
narrator.
situation doesn't
He is a
change
narrator.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
By the way, the voice actor for the princess, really good. Very good. Okay, a little too close. A little too close.
All at a time, cocking her head in curiosity.
Little
as you
too
feel
close.
the walls shutting down one by one.
Your organ. Why am my organ shutting down?
Or maybe
Okay.
I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here. We could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
Well, that's not cool.
This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is.
Neener's not gonna lie to me.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, Jesus, really? That's all it is. Wait, chapter 2?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of
Okay.
that path is a cabin.
Alright.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Music different?
If you don't,
I think it is.
It will be the end of the world.
Yeah.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Oh, it's one of these.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
So, is the voice of the hero me personally? Or is that another voice in my head? So that I have two voices in my head.
Shh. What if he hears us?
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, I'm losing my mind.
That's a very good question, little voice.
Oh.
What if he does hear you?
Wait.
Shit.
Shit. Okay, this is
I
fun.
think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Okay. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you.
You're gonna have to.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Nah.
We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away.
True. That's all we did. We were gonna talk to her more.
And how'd that work out for you?
Well, we're here again, so you know how that went.
No comment.
No comment.
Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a very good point. What if we're actually the problem?
Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world,
But who?
the other
Who?
doesn't.
Hers or me?
Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Kind of.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Not wrong. Not wrong. I do kind of agree with that.
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop
That
working.
was a little concerning. That she just stopped our existence, essentially. Like, slowly, from the feet up. Kinda... I don't know how she did it, because she wasn't actually doing anything. So, that was a little odd. Hey, Salvi. How you doing? Welcome. We have to slay the princess, I guess. What I just learned. because she slayed us instead. I wasn't thinking it was going to happen, but it happened.
And that's only scratching the surface.
Happy Halloween!
If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
At a point... Actually, can we... I want to check something. I feel like the voices are a little low. Or maybe the music's a little too loud is what it is. See, everything is pretty high. I'll lower the music a little bit. I feel like the music's drowning out the voices some. Alright. Halloween, woo! Did you do any dressing up for Halloween, Salvi? Do any like trick-or-treating or anything like that?
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Bro, we don't know. We died. For all we know, she killed us, however she killed us, because I don't know how she did it, and went back into the basement, said whatever. Or maybe she just left the cabin and went off and lived her life not hurting anybody. We don't know, because we were dead.
If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us?
Dude, Voice of Paranoid knows what he's talking about, okay? Paranoid knows what he's talking about. But he is another voice we gained, so we now have 3 voices in our head. And I feel like that's not good for us.
I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Okay.
Just be quick about it.
Now we gotta talk about this, because she killed us somehow. I don't know how she did it. Just being around her, in the end, shut down all of my organs. What the hell am I supposed to... Yeah, this is the most important thing right now, is how the hell do we deal with this?
Probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
I feel like that's not gonna work. Because she can just kill us without touching us. The second we go in for the kill, she's just gonna kill us. To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
You, the narrator, described how we died as we died last time. Okay? This man right here described how we died as we died. Oh, you did? The clown costumes were too much for me today. I fucking hate clowns. I really do. Never been fond of clowns. Well, that's cool. That's fun. Let's see. What is this? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? Who locked her in the basement? What is... Yeah, that's a good question, too.
Locked her in that basement,
That's not enough for me.
It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Oh, how did these people capture her, bring her to this cabin, put her in the basement, and not die? How did they get her locked up in there initially without dying? Because whatever they did is what I need to do. This is also a very good point. Why couldn't they slay her?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
No.
It's just the way things are.
No, it's not the way. If I'm special, I wouldn't have been killed by the princess then.
You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special.
Thank you.
Manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special.
Come on, hero. Get back in line here. We're questioning the narrator right now. Do not be falling for his bull, alright?
Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here.
True. I make the decisions.
I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, seriously, narrator's gaslighting. I ain't liking it. I ain't liking it.
And for what
You got
it's
the hero
worth,
though. You got the hero
you
voice.
have it in you to finish the job.
Yeah, okay.
We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave. I've told you everything you need to know.
Yeah, he's definitely hiding something. He's hiding something.
Overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us.
No!
I know it sounds like I'm hiding something,
We
but
died last time because we didn't have information.
he isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him.
Thank you, Paranoid.
Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already. Do you see the way he keeps pushing us? We have to get out of here. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I don't like this guy. We could turn around and leave. We could turn around and leave. Do we? Do we turn around and leave? Maybe if we do that, it'll give us more dialogue options, because it's probably going to bring us back around for a third chapter is what it's probably going to do. Hey Marty, how you doing? Happy Halloween. Hey, how'd it go? How'd you good spooky day? Yeah, good spooky day? Get your candy? I had a Kit Kat before I started streaming. I actually have some candy right here too with me. I got some Dove Silky Smooth milk chocolate. A bag of it. I'm gonna have a piece right now, actually. Why not, right? Have a piece of candy. Have a piece of candy. Maybe spooky cookies? What kind of spooky cookies? Tasty. Oh, we're gonna leave.
This is good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there.
True.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where
Yeah,
you're going?
what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn around and leave. Oh god, there's a bunch, okay.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Okay. Xmas cookies, but still. Oh man. Sugar Crash? Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Where are we going? Wait, what?
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
This narrator's
Everything's
fucking
back
with
on
us.
track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen.
We're trying to get out of here.
Time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Yeah, well, apparently I came back to life or jumped to another timeline or something and am still alive, so maybe everybody else does too.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Good.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin
Ah.
again.
Oh.
It's getting...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's happening?
What's going on? Where are we? It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It's quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Oh, bunch of hands. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Let's get the fuck out of here. It's not. Whoa!
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, we're back to chapter 1.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright. Well, we went through all these last time. I think we did. We went through most of these, and I don't think we did. I don't think we did this one. Do I get a reward for doing all this?
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Okay. End of the world, blah, 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 blah. Okay with it. Yeah, we did that one.
It's a secret, but I think
You know
you'll
what I'm gonna
like
get?
it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Really?
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Yeah, alright, buddy. Get to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
You know what we're gonna do this time, right?
Within.
You're gonna kill her right away. We're just gonna go. We're going. We're gonna go all in.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade
It's in our
from the
hand.
table.
It's in our hand now.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Alright, here we go. Here we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
There she is.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Fine. We got this. She's locked up. We got the knife in our hands still.
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Got this. Don't
You
worry.
were kidding when you said you were here to kill me. That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Nah, we're not dropping it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Hey.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah, why couldn't it be like a crossbow or something?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Oh, I already know what you can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Doing it. Going in.
That, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
What?
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Oh, I got a fractured jaw now?
Holy shit, that hurt!
Holy shit!
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade
shit!
flashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Not looking good, you guys. I can't even flee. It's an option there, but I can't even use it. Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there?
Got a bunch of ruptured
The princess
organs?
doesn't do our friend in herself. Internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
If her heart's in the center of her chest, then sure.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
What?
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Ah, shit.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
What? I don't trust this narrator. Now it's the adversary. Was it the adversary before? I don't even know.
In the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, this has already happened, bro.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from
Yeah, okay, okay.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us.
Stubborn
The
now.
only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Well, how can we change this? We just go in there without saying a word and just boom, 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 dead. Is that how we have to do it? Didn't really happen. Why should I listen to you, and why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I pretty much listened to, and I still died.
Information we were given, and we did kill her, and yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
He's being an asshole again.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Does.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
We don't know! We died!
Ugh. Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
Alright, you know what? We're gonna listen to Stubborn.
And your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Go. No, we're gonna go. We're just gonna go. We're gonna go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any
Wait.
further.
You didn't say this before.
She will lie. She will
Or did she?
cheat,
Or did he?
She will do everything in her power to stop you from
Maybe he did.
slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
I mean, she
Are you
could.
sure about that?
I was gonna say, I mean, not, she could.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Stubborn is ready to go down. Alright.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
This is different.
Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination.
This is not the same cabin.
Feature of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade.
There's also a mirror right there? We talk about the giant mirror.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
Is the hero voice gonna be like, hey, yo, this is different?
The blade is your implement.
Whole cabin is different, yeah.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you.
I will grab the blade. Oh yeah, that too.
There isn't a mirror. There's the altar.
Uh-oh.
The blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
You doesn't see the mirror?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror? As do I.
Yeah.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar.
I'm looking at that mirror, though.
To slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and put your hand against the cabin. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Why do I have a demon hand?
But it was there a second ago.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why do we have a demon hand?
And now it's gone.
We not going to talk about my demon hand?
Arguing about it and get to fighting.
The mirror's gone. The mirror's gone. Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeah. Almost the
Her
same.
fierce voice carries up the stairs.
It's gonna be the same voice?
Is that
It is, okay.
challenger? Finally. It's been ages
What?
since I've had a good fight.
What?
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost
Yeah, it is.
threatening.
Yeah, it is.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step,
she
the
looks
form of the
different.
princess comes into view.
Oh, so we're a different race? So the whole thing is a whole different culture and race and everything.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't
Oh,
stand for either of us.
What? What?
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
What the fuck? Here we go. First things first.
Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
What the fuck? Then we met, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady, but I turn around and leave. I'm not saying anything. Oh my god.
You look exactly the same.
Wait, I do? What do you mean I look exactly the same?
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
Okay.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
I feel like she's gonna beat the fuck out of us this time. I don't think we're killing her this time around. I don't think we're gonna be able to. Not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like, how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Jesus.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Stubborn is so happy right now. So what do we do? Should we attack her? I guess we should. We're probably gonna get our asses kicked this time. I mean, she was strong before, now she's a demon lady. And I feel like we're fucked now. Even though we are also a demon person now? Or maybe we were a demon person before too. I don't know. I think we were wearing gloves and shit last time, so I don't know what was under that. Who knows? Screw it, let's go.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the
Oh shit.
Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh boy.
We'll make it count, all right. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
Wait, first blood! Oh!
She's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving
my ribs!
right
My ribs!
down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover.
Oh, she already broke the chains.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Stubborn's not happy.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
Man, This princess, man.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
Man, we're trying, man, but Demon Lady's strong.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
I don't know.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
I don't know. I mean, clearly the heart worked last time. You died. But she is a little beefier this time around. We ain't running, because then we're definitely gonna die. She'll get us. It won't be faster, but she's probably still gonna kill us. She'll stop our organs again, or whatever. However she did that the first time. I still don't understand how that happened. So it's gotta be one of these two. Oh, what to do? What to do? Going with stubborn.
That's your plan, then. That's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you
We're doing
charge
it.
the princess once more.
Going down swinging.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard.
Uh-oh.
Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
I think she's stronger than
Not
us.
gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison.
That's not good.
As you tug the
That's
blade,
not good.
The princess slams you down onto her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
Oh, God. Oh, we're not doing good, you guys.
Effortlessly
We're not doing
tossed
good.
across the room. You hit the floor, your ribs complaining painfully.
Wait, she heal herself?
Feel the hilt in your grip. You still have your weapon. You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
Uh-oh. I don't know if we're gonna get her this time.
Weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
Oh, I heard the blade fall.
Ragdoll, I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Okay, hero.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you
Ah, man, we
is the
lost.
sickening crack of your skull
We lost.
and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Well, maybe next time?
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well then. The Eye of the Needle.
You're on a path in the world. If you weren't so damned afraid of what you do to you, we wouldn't have done
Fucking
it.
stubborn.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive.
Voice of the Hunted, new
You
voice.
have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning?
Hero's on the right track right here.
Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen.
So this narrator is more accepting than the previous one.
It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason.
Oh, man.
We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Oof.
Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that. There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
Fucking stubborn, ready to
Are
go.
we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin.
I don't know. I think Hunter.
It's like
Or
I said,
hunted.
all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
I'm more with Hunted here because both times we've been fighting in that cramped space there, we've lost. We may have killed her one time. Well, that second time we got our ass kicked. That's because she was bigger and stronger, and we had very little room to move. Yeah, it's very
Evidence
different.
One of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She
Right, yeah, exactly,
changed.
Selby, exactly.
Eve changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else? No matter what happens next, it seems like all of our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. So, after the cabin, I'm done. Bye. Turn around. It doesn't work. We already know what happens when we turn around. Ooh. Well, actually, we don't. Because last time we woke up from the nightmare and we got sent back to chapter 1. So I'm guessing this is a reset, essentially. So when you want to retry the loop again a different way, you do this. So we're going to avoid that for now. That's my assumption. That has to be a reset. So we'll continue on for now and see if it brings us back a way we've already been before, and then we have to like do an actual reset. Okay. What if I like to do something else?
User, the best we can do is advise, but we can help if you let us. These are just powerless thoughts and opinions. You don't need to let them drag you and the world to ruin.
Alright. Alright, seems like all our answers. Yep, here we go. Let's make our way to the cabin. What's the cabin look like now?
Long before
Still
you
looks like a
find yourself
cabin.
At the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
Well, we've died twice, okay? I've given thought to this, don't worry.
No last advice for us? No words of warning?
Yeah,
From
you
what
always
I
do
gather,
that.
You've heard it all before.
Thank you.
There's no use screaming into the wind.
Nice.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
I like
Catharsis
Hero.
is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to chase.
What's it look like in here now?
The interior
Oh,
of
it's
the
just a
cabin is
mirror now?
tight. More of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
You don't see the mirror again? Apparently narrators can't see mirrors.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there.
I mean, he's making sense, but the fact that the world changed like this to make us think we need space is also kind of concerning.
Take it.
Yeah, we'll take the blade, don't worry. We'll do that first.
Go away again. For something to go away, it would have to be there to begin with. Let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to the basement.
No, it's not.
No use arguing. Mirror or not, we need to be there. The why we pick doesn't matter. I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
We can. Well, give me the blade first.
Take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Steel claw.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you. This really is just like last time. It smells of nothing, yet it's still there.
But wiping the mirror clean last time made it disappear. Is there a difference between wiping it clean and smashing it, though? If we wipe it clean, we'll see our arm, and we'll see what kind of creature or person or whatever we are. With smashing it, I don't know what to pick. I keep forgetting, we could be saving right now. I'm gonna save that. I haven't saved it once yet. We smash it? We're gonna wipe it. We're gonna wipe it clean.
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open.
Oh, the mirror is
scraping against
gone.
the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Interesting. Wait a minute. Oh, I want to load that. That's what I want to do. It's fine. I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know right now.
You bring your fist crashing
Either.
down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against
Nothing.
the
There's no
floor,
difference.
reveals
It just opens the door.
ahead.
It just opens the door.
Why am I not surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
Now, let's see. Oh, I got the scaly arm again.
There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient,
Oh,
echoes from
great.
the chamber below.
She could be even more beastly.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
You're not wrong, Hunted.
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember?
Ah, we know you can break
How
out of
about
that
you come
chain.
down here and fight me.
We know you can break out of that chain.
Those chains were nothing to her last time.
Yep.
And they'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over.
Yeah.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies in
Okay.
the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
Yeah, we cannot beat her right here.
Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
Oh, she fucked up.
Get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space.
Oh god, yeah, she will.
Or not.
Just blammo us against the walls.
Come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them.
Hunted's got it right. I gotta go with Hunted this time.
I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Let's see. You'll have to come and get me. Want a good fight. Really want to see... Whoop, there's more. Okay, here we go. Best, we need somewhere with more space. Why don't you want to be free? Why do you insist on fighting me to the death down here in the dark? Well, that's a very good question. This is a good one. We might do that. Talk a bit first. We can always fight when we're done, but I have questions I want to know what happened after you killed me. That's actually a good question. I am curious about that.
We've talked plenty. I'm sick of talking. I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of you standing just out of reach and teasing me with a fight you won't let me have.
We'll break the chains.
You disappointed me last time, so you don't get to choose what happens next.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward.
Oh,
drawing
shit.
Her chains as they bend and snap. Run.
Well then.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Oh, she's trying.
Hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Uh-oh.
Good. You reach the
We're almost there.
Pushed yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for?
Oh.
What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there.
We're gonna make it.
Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there, and we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
If we're supposed to roll on the grass, where are we? Okay, we are. Oh, she's huge!
And as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
Oh, shit.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Oh, shit.
You leap
Moving
through the
in.
grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on. Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike.
Here we go.
Finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
Oh, even the cursor has blood on the blade now too. I even noticed that.
We're actually gonna pull this off, aren't we?
Hero, careful, careful. Don't be getting all, you know.
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
Easy, she's got full-on bloodlust right now.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going, we can't stop now! You spy an opening.
Got her. Uh-oh.
She's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms.
Oh,
You're
man.
slammed to the ground. Nothing. These blows are nothing to us.
Hunted hasn't said
Gap wasn't
anything.
enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
Oh, it's happening again.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
The fucking hands took her. But you do not have the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Fucking mirror.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Good question. Not where she went. I don't know. I don't know how we'd even go after looking at her. Blah blah blah. The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? It hasn't ended. We're still here.
Right, Hunted is still here. Stubborn's still here.
We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going. You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. It's like it's mocking us. Let's just stay still. There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
I mean, I think we're gonna have to.
The thing looks of death.
Just in case. Just in case.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Yeah, bro, Princess is off to the next world, alright? That's where she's at right now. Oh! Oh, that's just the fucking thing. the whatever is on there popped in. I was like, oh shit, what's that? There was no other text or anything like that, so it freaked me out.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Well, we kind of have to, so...
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Oop. Hydrate and stretch first. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks, Ellie. Ugh. Here we go. Gaze into your reflection. Silent as you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Is that me? It's you. Well, that's what I look like, I guess. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. See you to the cabin. You're at the cabin. There she is. Approach her. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the space between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Interesting. You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? Thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections I'm sorry if I frightened you.
Huh. The gifts of a fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Oh, there's so many questions. Okay. I don't know how many of these we're going to get through before it kicks into something else, though. That's what she is first.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
A guy with a bunch of voices in his head. Don't know what I am. A person.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Huh. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Yeah. Vessel, this is the end of the world.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Touche. Touche. Gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Okay. So you're gonna bring her back to life, is what you're saying. There are you what sent me to slay the
I
princess.
have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Huh. Okay.
I know only that they are.
So she knows there are other, I don't know, timelines / what have you. Here are you the princess. Let's do this one.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Okay.
I promise that it doesn't hurt. She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Alright. Are you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Huh.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Okay.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
Okay. How many pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Oh, so there's just
I
a...
am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. to help you. Is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
So if we wait...
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever. Before we do that, just in case it does something we don't want it to do. Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Whoop. Oh! It closed the game. It closed the game on me. That's a riot. It actually killed the game. Okay, we'll just get back in there. I'm curious now, too. If I load back in, does it bring me back? It does! It brings you back to it.
I never left your side.
It brings you right back in. Right to the spot. I got an achievement for that, too. I love it when games do that. I love it when games do that. Yeah, so now you have to. Now you have to do it.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Don't worry, we ain't gonna remember the princess who's killed me a couple times.
You won't.
Oh! God damn. That was more focused. That probably would have scared me, but thankfully it didn't. Everything goes dark, and you die. There you go, it's died. We go back to chapter 1. Yep, the hero and the princess. We go back to chapter 1. Violence is the answer.
On a path in the woods. And
all right, so we can. So we've done all this. I've gone through all this stuff, pretty much.
That's the spirit.
There we go. So let's get over there real fast this time. We don't need to. We don't need to worry about this stuff. We're gonna change it up here.
The interior of the blade.
Yep. Grab the blade. Although we could go down without the blade, because I haven't done that yet. No, know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
And we aren't gonna talk to her or anything. We're gonna go in and fight immediately.
Creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
Yep, whatever.
Don't let it. Good. You're still listening to.
We're just gonna do it real fast and not even talk to her.
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Yep.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
We're focusing, don't worry.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nah.
You step forward, your grip on the blade.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think I'm probably chained up in this basement?
Oh, is this gonna be the same thing?
So, you should just drop it.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be...
Go.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Going in.
You feel flesh...
Oh shit, we did that right away this time.
Down to see your blade.
Oh look, yep, so our arm is like that all the time. So we are like a weird assassin demon person. I thought before for some reason I was wearing like gauntlets and stuff. Apparently, I just completely misremembered that.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought I was wearing armor too.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Hey, we didn't die this time though, so that's good.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Nah, it wasn't. Not over.
Over? Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that. You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
What? What?
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Oh, what the fuck? You're kidding me. Why did I pick up the... Why did I pull the blade out? Why did I pull the blade out?
Quick, let's get out of here.
Oh!
It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
God damn! Aw, see, she's just a demon in disguise. See? She's just a demon in disguise. That's the first time we've seen that as the human princess.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Man, I
See
thought...
you around.
Nah, whatever.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you.
Yeah, we did.
For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark.
Alright, well, hey. That's a new thing. It's a new thing, you know? The Razor? We haven't done that chapter yet.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Yeah, we know that.
To slay her.
Yeah, we know. Oh, yeah, this already happened? Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
Well, when that princess has now killed us a total of, what, 3 times? I think she's killed us? And also has come back from the dead after the narrator was stating, apparently, the narrator never ever states facts of what's happening, I guess. And he says she's dead, and then she's not dead, and then stabs me in the fucking ribs. Okay?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it.
So who are we gonna have for a third voice this time? In our repertoire?
This whole thing
Cheated!
is a crock of shit. He's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Literally. I love it. I fucking love these voices. I do. Oh, God.
Stabbed to death. Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, well, no, apparently she isn't because she stabbed us.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
I love this.
Calm down. I assume she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Keep saying we were made for this job. You know? And our other disembodied voice in the void. I have to wonder how she's connected with the narrator. Or how it is connected to the net, because it must be somehow. It has to be. This narrator keeps telling us stuff that clearly isn't actually true. I'm telling the truth, and all this really did already happen. Why would I listen to you, and why should I bother doing anything? Well, we did that before, so... Oh no, we should probably keep going.
Questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Hey, I listened to 90% of what you said, and I still died.
We mostly listened to you. How were we supposed to know she'd spring back to life?
Exactly.
If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her.
You said she was dead. The narrator said, you stabbed her in the heart. There's no coming back from that. She's dead. And I believed you. And I went over to grab my blade in case I needed it again. And then she just stabs me with a random blade she doesn't even apparently have before.
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
Oh, shut up, narrator.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess,
Yeah,
yes,
Sammy, we know this dialogue. We know this dialogue. We've seen this dialogue.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to
Screw this. Who cares what
There we
happens
go.
to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
Yeah, we tried that. It didn't go over too
You
well
still do
last
not
time.
trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
You say that. She's gonna be a crazy demon lady now. Be like 10 times stronger than
That's
us.
the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all. Heh, and away we go.
Good call. We're gonna...
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you
We
even
are.
know where you're going?
We're gonna turn around. We're gonna do the thing again.
Somehow I doubt that. Fine. I suppose
Clearly, I
you'll
know
just
where I'm going.
quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange.
Yeah, we know
Looks
this
like
one.
path-
If I can skip it, that means we've done it.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time,
Yep,
aren't you?
that's fine. Okay, here we are. Here we go. This part
Selfish,
again.
If you ask me, I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The world around you is unwound. The physical matter, blah, 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 blah. Rumbling, a set of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Here are the hands again. That which dwells in the empty space contracts across the edges of your mind again. She is furious. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here, entwined with a creature you taught to hate for you forever? Eternity never ends. Cold spite. Our infinities shrink into something less. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Oh, Jesus, that's different. This is different. Oh! We didn't even get an option that time. We didn't even get an option. It just reset it.
Path in the woods.
Okay. Let's just keep going. We've done all that stuff. We can skip it.
You make your way up the
Skip that. Alright, let's go.
the
Let's
interior
go.
of the
Take the blade.
Take the blade from the table.
Alright, we're gonna do exactly what the narrator says this time, okay? Exactly what the narrator says. And if we
The
die,
basement creaks
fuck
open,
him.
revealing a staircase faintly.
We're just gonna go.
You're still listening to reason. You step forward.
Keep going. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a
There we go.
moment's hesitation.
There we go. Okay, here we go. For sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy. Wonder why I can't pick those ones now. Oh! So if I've chosen, so when there's like, I guess when there's a point where it can offshoot, if I've done them before, it grays them out, so we don't accidentally do it again. I actually really like that because there's a good chance I'm going to forget stuff later on.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work
Okay.
done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Because we have.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Yeah, thanks, narrator.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain
Oh god, what's gonna happen?
Only
Well,
a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
oh, that's great.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Narrator? Narrator, are you evil? Oh, okay. Kinda hoping I get a better ending for saving the world.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Yeah, okay.
Time passes.
Whoop.
You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades.
Do I have
It's
to
all
eat?
a wonderful, boring blur. You've
Will they
never
not need
been
water
happy.
to survive?
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Fuck no, we're getting out of here. Did you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're
Are
happy.
we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, that's exactly what's happening. I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. No, we're happy. I'm sure of it. No, we're not happy here.
Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably
We're going
not
back.
going to like
Oh.
the blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Yeah, I guess we
Hear
can.
everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
I mean, we're stuck in a one-room cabin.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Oof.
Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Fucking Shiro shit right there. Fucking Shiro shit right there.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Forever.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Does the hero voice remember stuff that we're not remembering at the
That
moment?
little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
I don't remember that because we didn't do any of that. We did everything you said, and now we're stuck in a goddamn room for the rest of our lives. Pretty upset if we die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get out of the hell. You're right. I didn't like the idea. I'm just gonna stick around and do nothing, at least for a little while longer. No, we're doing it.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this
Oh,
not
wait, he
enough
made
reward
this?
for saving the world? An eternity of bliss?
So the narrator is some otherworldly being.
Great. Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk.
Is she gonna be down here still? Is the body actually gonna be there? It's gonna be gone now.
The princess's
oh.
body is dust and bones.
Yep,
though the
there it
blade
is.
you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
There we go.
The end. Nice knowing you.
You sound so annoyed. The Spectre. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Yep. Oh, you're in for now. My dear tricks.
What on earth are you talking about? Just
Oh
like
my
the first
god.
time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It
Oh.
wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you
Okay.
insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Interesting. It really did already happen. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we've done that already. Yeah, we just proceed to the cabin now.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, she won't be a problem.
Oof. Cole doesn't care. Cole has no emotion anymore. Which one is this? Alright, so here we're back here
The
again.
cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
It does look a little different
Like
too.
I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Yeah. Let me grab the blade.
You take the blade from the table. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's definitely a mirror.
Definitely a mirror.
There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body, so we can be done with this.
Old, you're gonna have a rude awakening here. I care more than I care. Wait. I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Very true. Well, we already hid the fact that he can create spaces and time, apparently.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe it.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Yep, mirror's
You know
gone.
how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a
I
second
wonder. You know, we're able to drag her up here one time. So if we don't do anything, we say we're not gonna kill you, we're gonna lock you down, and we come back up. If we leave that mirror there, and she comes back up, will it interact with her somehow? I wonder. Let's try that one of these times.
And now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Because anytime we interact with it, it just disappears. But if she comes up here and gets like her reflected in the mirror or something like that, maybe something will happen. We'll have to try that.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky
Right, Salvi,
wooden
right?
stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally.
What if she really isn't here?
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend
Oh
the final
shit,
step,
she is
the
dead.
form of the princess comes into view. At skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of the head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
But even there, I was like,
Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I don't even want to know, man.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your right, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
I find cold worse than stubborn. Well, I mean, you can't stab the ghost. It's a ghost. So we got like some special blade that can interact with paranormal beings. It looks cute as a ghost, though, I'll say that much. Wait and see how things play out. I don't know. Let's save it. Let's save it. I mean, Salve, she does. She does. I'm not gonna lie. We'll wait and see what happens.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
If I was trying to tell you about the woods, this already happened. We killed her. Killed you. What are you doing here? Not being dead. Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself? Satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. Oh my god. There are a lot. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh, there's a lot here. Trying to tell you about the woods.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened, but you have a job to finish.
Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost.
You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though, have you?
Man.
And then what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a time?
Oh, we're calling him out.
Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
I don't feel very dead, but I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me. Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers, or any of the answers.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are? Maybe that's why the mirror disappeared. We're actually dead.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. and clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely. See, this is why I didn't want you to talk to her. Death is not just a concept, it is an extremely real phenomenon. Don't let her distort your reality. Cold, hard facts exist. The truth exists.
I don't know, narrator. I don't know.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
She's seeing things pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be a...
I think she's winning over Cold. So, you might be in trouble with that.
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
Uh-oh.
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Huh.
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific.
Huh.
And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
I don't know. World still kind of ended when we killed her last time, so...
No, those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing. But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone.
What does that mean?
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Okay.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
I'm with Cold here. I'm with Cold here.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all...
Oh, no.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Is she asking if she can possess us?
That's what it sounded like.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place.
I don't
If you let
know.
her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
I don't know. I'm a little partial to the ghost princess here. We'll see. We'll see. We'll keep talking.
To see us if we went along with it. Now, isn't that an interesting thought?
That's a very good point.
Could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so...
That's a very good question.
badly.
That's a very good question.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
I think this is the path I want to go down.
Then I won't hitch a ride.
Well, that was very easy. You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride. That's it. Yeah, there you go.
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't.
That's clearly what it is.
But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Does sound interesting.
But it's crowded enough in here as is.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
There was definitely some guilt there.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're at the cabin?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long, 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 long time.
Weighing my options here. Weighing my options here.
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
If I let you in, do I get still... Wait, if I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
That's not too convincing, but hey, whatever.
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Obviously, it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a knife to the heart?
Don't underestimate your own capabilities. If you truly managed to slay her last time, that doesn't mean she wasn't a threat. It means you did something heroic.
Did I do something heroic?
Threats come in
I don't
all
know.
shapes and sizes. A misspoken word could bring about the end of everything just as much as a blade or even the mere existence of an idea. You were chosen for this job for a reason.
That's right, killer. I'm not a threat to anyone. And even if I was, I'm hardly a threat anymore.
True, she is a
wouldn't you say?
ghost.
I don't know.
See.
Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you.
Aw, man. Have cute ghost chick haunt me? Stuff's counting pretty good right now.
It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
Ooh.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
Okay. Yeah, funny, real funny.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
No, where are you going to end the? Were you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
You still didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of the here mean the world is going to end?
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think.
Huh.
But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. I'm not so sure endings are real.
Alright, let's see. Oh, there's so many! Oh, there you go. Let princess possess you. There's so much here.
Well, yeah, you brought a knife with you.
I did bring a knife. I did bring a knife.
Arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind.
He's got a good point there. That knife could have been for anything.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer. Especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
Spitting facts right there. That's kind of on me. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I should have, because so much. I assume I have to go through all this dialogue too. I would think. Yeah, sorry I killed you.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
And Hero's not sounding too bad about that.
Monster, does he apologize to it? No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Man, we do that. That has nothing to do with you, narrator. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again.
Are we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die again.
If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for
you.
I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
Like I said, I just want to go home.
If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you.
And if I knew you were going to murder me without even knowing who I was, I wouldn't have given you a chance.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
We all make mistakes.
Oh, shit. There she goes again. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist.
Wait, she can actually interact with me?
Cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I didn't know she could actually literally touch us.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. But we've already been over that. So why don't you stop stalling and let me in? It's so cold out here.
You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me?
A boring question with an easy answer. Nothing. She's a ghost. Ghosts can't hurt us.
I don't know about that.
That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Maybe I can't do anything to you.
See?
Or maybe I can rip your heart out.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen.
Who's to say, really?
I don't like the uncertainty here. I don't know what to do or who to trust.
I blame the narrator for this entirely. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported? It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
Yeah, it kind of sucked. It kind of sucked.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathizing with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it?
Oh my god.
She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right.
Yeah, there it is. There it
I was
is.
pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest. It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Okay. If you can go through the walls, can't you just leave on your own? Leave on your own?
I wish that's how it worked, but this place won't let me go.
Well, that was easy. Okay, team. I'm out of ideas. Thoughts?
Always try violence. It's worked for us so far. She's a ghost. Who says ghosts are immune to violence? Common sense? There's nothing common or sensible about common sense. Action and observation are the only things that matter. Fine, then let me observe that the acts of killing her and killing ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere.
True.
We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her, only now she has a good reason to hate us.
Yep.
I suppose you have a point. Do you
I mean, we all know what I'm
have
doing.
ideas, then?
We all know what I'm gonna do, so...
I don't know. Maybe we do what she wants. Maybe we let her possess us and walk out of here.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
We could. It would be something different. I like different. Absolutely not. If you walk her out of here, she's going to end the world.
I don't think she's gonna end the world.
And is that really so bad? Yes, it is by its very definition bad. But those are the only options, aren't they? Violence or doing what she wants. Or just leaving her down here. Though ignoring a problem is rarely a solution.
That's true. We learned that the first time. We learned that she killed us somehow, and I don't know how she did it. They're about to hit us with a hero on a path. Alright, here we go. Thought the answer is no, I can't, like, so it's... Let's save it. Let's save it. And we're gonna let her possess us, is what we're gonna do. I want her to interact with the other voices, especially the narrator. So I hope she's able to if she possesses us. So I really want to know what she's going to say to the narrator if she does. If she does, in fact, be able to actually interact.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Oh boy.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Oh shit. Oh.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Yeah, we can. I got a save file, don't worry.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick
Well,
back
I'm not
open
dead.
as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating
Yeah.
every move?
Here we go. This is what I want.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Ah, see, this lends more credence to what we were talking to the entity in the that void. So she has fragments, we have fragments, and we are trying to obtain enough of each to I guess complete us. Kind of is what how it's working. So I'm glad we did this because now we've got more context and more information on that. So that's good.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
Yeah, sometimes that
I'm not
happens.
talking about you, I'm talking about him.
Ah, the narrator.
You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Oh, well, okay.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Wait, is he possessing me?
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
How would I slay her now? Kill myself? Is that what I have to do? No, that's not happening.
It's
Too much
okay.
noise.
We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Ooh, that's a good call, Cold.
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Leave in the basement.
Weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I mean, Hero's making sense.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same one?
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices.
Oh, jeez. All right, narrator. Back off.
Up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
Oh. What if we had the mirror still here? Oh. We could have gone over to the mirror with her in us. Ah, fuck. That would have been a good one. Oh, I bet something would have happened. We're gonna have to do this one again for sure. Maybe. She might have been able to go through the mirror, yeah. Oh, goddamn. That must be... Oh, that's probably what we have to do. Probably have to get her to the mirrors? We're trying that next. We're trying that next is what we're doing.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
And whine.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Moving forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Well, that's good.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. No use stalling.
Open the door. See what happens.
But exhaustion
Shit.
wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin.
No, that
She
noise.
exhale from the effort. You look up and see.
There it is.
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it
Cold's like, yeah,
covered.
fuck him.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Well, if she's not gonna kill me, cool. Poof. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Don't mention
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Yep. Okay. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find
There's the
her?
damn mirror.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Well, if you're scared, this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you.
Nah. We let him know. We're gonna let him know. Hero's with us every single time, so he gets to know.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. There I am. You've grown. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. See to the cat. Oh, there she is. It's Ghostly this time. Oh, hey, Chuck. How's it going? Happy Halloween. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement.
Okay.
More than I was before.
I see. We have to get every different version of the princess to this void area. That's all we have to do. And then once we do, they all come together and become one. And I guess there will be a final story arc after that, is my assumption. That's what it's looking like. So Demon Lady's here now. Ghost Lady's here now. We gotta get Normal Princess here now. There's probably more.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection.
You saying what you're doing right now? You just announced that you're doing this?
Perspectives meld
You did.
together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
You know what? I'm thinking about these other mirrors and stuff we keep seeing. So the other mirrors we always have to break. Oh no, because the one in there we didn't have to. The one for Demon Princess, we had to break all those mirrors once we got to her. So there was no way to bring her to the mirrors. Human Princess, we can only bring to the mirror. Because we only ever get that one instance of interacting with her. Ghost Lady, I wonder if we could have skipped everything and got her to the mirror without me touching it if we had brought her up and it was still there. I don't know. But I think with... Wait, was there even a mirror for... No, there wasn't. No, because the first time we see the mirror... Oh, I don't remember now. Never mind. I'm thinking of stuff, I'm forgetting things already.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Oh, wait. I left all that stuff on. You can turn that off now. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Well, that's true. The stuff that's,
Worlds you've already seen.
Yep, there we go.
Perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now. Inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Alright, so there you go. That confirms that too. So all the grayed out stuff we've already done. So I don't have to worry about remembering. I don't have to worry about remembering that now. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
True.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
That's true. She didn't kill us and forgave us for killing her, so that was something.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
So you don't have any preference on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Destroy my body. Now I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
I ain't gonna attack her. I'm not gonna do that.
We will meet again.
Ooh. Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, there it is. Back to chat. So here's what we got. We gotta figure out how to get
You're on a path in the
human
woods,
princess to us, I
and
guess.
at the end of that path,
Skip all this stuff. We've done it all. Right. Yeah, we've done it all. Well, actually, we haven't turned around and leaved at the start before, though. You're on a path. Oh, no voiceover for this? Interesting. I'll go to the cabin, I'll slay the princess. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin, talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Going. We'll just continue leaving.
I suppose you just quietly continue down
Yep,
the path
okay,
away
that's...
from the cabin.
Oh, this is different.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
That's strange.
Turn around again.
Really keen on wasting every...
Yep.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
Oh, why does she have a coming? This narrator. He's the true villain of this whole goddamn story, isn't he?
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yep.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again.
Oh, well, that didn't happen
I'm not
before.
normally one
That's
for
new.
Superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
No funniness is there. I have to. Oh yeah. Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Yeah. Okay.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you
what the
focus on
fuck?
your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
That's interesting.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
See, here we go. Narrator showing off his little abilities and powers right now that he freaking has.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The end. Oh, chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is you're here to slay her. If you don't...
Alright. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. Why is he your tricks? We didn't die. Oh, yeah, there's walls there. There's walls now. Still proceed. We haven't done that one before.
What are you talking about? I'm
Do
sure
that.
those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think
Terrarian.
it's fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Oh,
He
God.
might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Oh, let's go.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Okay. Okay. So this already happened. Da-da-da-da-da.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Or I've met him, like, how many times now?
He doesn't remember what happened, then I don't know. I think it's more fun if he might have walled off.
Oh, I was just
every
doing the same
ruined
thing.
my day. You mean the world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay.
Yep, okay. Alright, good. I canceled all that stuff out. Good, good, good. I'm just gonna stay here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever. I'm guessing it'll kill the game like it did last time. Going to the cabin. Going to the cabin.
A warning before you go.
That's a mighty tall wall you got there.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Don't believe.
Don't. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Contrarian. Got a point. Oh, he's definitely a bad
It's just been
guy.
difficult for the
He
sake.
has to be.
Let's keep an open mind.
What's it look like in here now?
The cabin
All right.
interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. It's all
Interesting.
shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Right, know what we're gonna do? Oh, the whole world moves. Jeez. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save here. Our plan now, hopefully, and it works. I'm not gonna take the knife with me, so I'm not threatening. We're gonna leave the mirror there, and we're gonna try and drag whatever princess is down there back up here with us. And then in hopes of whatever happens, she sees the mirror. Hopefully the mirror stays there. I don't know if it's gonna, but hopefully it stays, and we just get her to go through it, and we're fine.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Oh, if I could throw it out the window, I'll do it.
We're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
No, we have a plan this time, don't worry.
You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Yeah.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Nah, we're going down with a knife.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Do what we're trying to do.
Okay, I'm fine.
Hero.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Yeah, I'm gonna go release the princess and bring her up here, yeah. Explore, take the blade, enter the basement.
The door to the basement.
Oh, Jesus.
Revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
He always says it, he always says it.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality.
Oh god, let's hear it.
The stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Oh, okay.
No, thank you.
I like how Hero is just the straight man the whole time.
Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall.
It's
No way
true.
to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
What's that?
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
It's all about fucking over the narrator. Oh, we have to pick which one we're going through? Oh, Jesus. Now we'll just leave it like this. Soft stairs, center stairs, harsh stairs. I guess, I mean, if we take the worst path, then maybe... I don't even know. I don't even know. I got nothing. I'll take the harsh one, though.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, till there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like ice, your breaths
These don't look like stairs no
clouds
more.
of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
What? Why there's
You
what?
slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity.
What the fuck?
And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as
Are you just going to stand there?
What the? Whoa. Okay. Okay, that was weird.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
He does seem normal. Let's save some more. What's A and Q? Oh, auto saves. What's Q? Quick saves. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do this.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
Oh boy.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that reality.
Like a narrator.
But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan.
And I'm trying.
We can make even more of her.
I love Contrarian. He's great. Morvina, what's your name? Here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? What do we got? We got a buttload. Leave her in the basement. Oh, I'm getting out of here. Try and free her. Wait, why are those all the same thing? What? These are all one option? That's weird. That's weird.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness or Her Majesty.
That one's talking, that one's not.
You can call me Princess if you'd like.
Okay. Oh! Wait a minute.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying
I
to
wonder.
get under my skin?
Oh, nope, never mind.
Wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again.
Oh boy.
I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it.
I don't think we're getting that blade.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Oh, we're gonna make things horrible is what we're gonna do. Getting down here was weird. I already said that one.
Like you need me to hold your hand to tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Oh boy.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Oh man. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous.
Yeah. Huh?
But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I
Jesus.
can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
Jesus. Oh,
Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here.
that's Demon One.
And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Alright, so is this... Huh. Yeah, I miss Ghost version too.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But
Oh, we
how
can
do you
definitely do
decide
this.
What to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one
I don't
option.
think I can
That
slay
option
5
is
princesses
slaying her.
in one go.
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Oh, well, here it is.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Okay. Whoop.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Oh god, everything's happening. Oh shit.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this...
Oh. Oh.
We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
They're merging.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world... The
Oh, there you
princess
go. That was a
collapses
weird
on
place. That was a very weird place.
falls apart. I think he's gone.
Okay.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us?
Oh god, there's so many voices.
Parts of us are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
Oh my god. Ugh, what's going on? Oh no.
They don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Artie, welcome back. Shit's getting weird.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
Oh my god.
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'll figure this out. Oh, it took her. Oh. Okay. So we were supposed to do that. Huh. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah, I don't know if that worked with the mirror. I got no idea. Because we didn't... Well, I guess one of them... One of the options is going back and keeping her locked there. So eventually she would have made her way up. And if the mirror was still there, maybe it worked?
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Oh man.
Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
At the end, whatever's on the other side is gonna be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. You're not messing with us, right?
Ah, we're good. We're good. I'm not lying. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Look at our reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. There I am. Wait a minute. Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute. We're like falling apart. You withered. We're like goopy. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. See to the cabin. There it is. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Yeah, Marty, it gets a little weird sometimes.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
We're not entirely sure just yet, Marty. She doesn't seem like she is, but at the same time, yeah, the narrator is definitely bad. We're gonna find out at the end that he's an asshole who's been manipulating stuff for sure. But I don't know about her yet. Yeah, we're not sure about this entity just yet. It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what this is about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. Yeah, no, I definitely miss Ghost Princess. I miss Ghost Princess a lot right now. You're torturing me and hate it. I think I hate you. Nah, we like you. I like you right now. I didn't like you before we met you. Like, when we were dealing with Demon Princess, did not like you. But now that I'm starting to understand things, yeah, we're just trying to piece her together, is what it seems like. Now, if we get betrayed at the end, I'm gonna have some words. Okay, I'm gonna have some words at the end, though.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
I'm still planning to kill you once we're done with this. Am I, though?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angle angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay, let's go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Crack. We did. Back to chapter 1. Bring the stranger to her. That was the achievement I just
You're
got.
on a path in the woods.
Alright, 1 second here. 1 second here. I'm gonna save it again. We're gonna stop. Why is cute? Why did you kill her? Huh? Who did I kill? No, I died. I got killed. I'm the dead one. No problem, Marty. I am curious about something here. I want to go back to the main menu. I saved it. We're good. What's the Scarlet Hollow? Oh, it's a... Never mind. I thought it was like an in-game thing. It is not. I think it just popped out a webpage.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
Oh, no,
is a
so
cabin.
she
And
kills
in the
us,
basement of that
and then it
cabin
resets
is a
the timeline.
princess.
So then we go back again and do stuff differently. Try and get her a different entity, a different piece. But yeah, I think we're gonna stop here tonight. To be honest, it seems like it's gonna be a pretty long game. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Guess it depends on how many different princesses there are that we have to bring to her. Still gotta figure out how to get her the human princess. Haven't figured that one out yet. Maybe we just let her go. It's probably what it is too. We probably just have to let her go, and then she'll make it to the void there. I keep forgetting with the Long Quiet. Yeah, it's called the Long Quiet. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Let me check this out here. What do we got going on? I wonder if anybody else is playing this right now. Let me see. Let me see. No, that's not right. There we go. Do that. Yeah, I'm really liking this. I'm like really liking this. Oh. Oh, that's right. Ori's cover is today. Her and Zane released a cover today. Did it already happen? Alright, well, we're gonna go raid Ori is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. We gotta do it before they do anything too, so we gotta do it like right now. They're talking, so it makes it easier. Let's go raid Ori. We're gonna go raid Ori. Stupid thing doesn't... A second here. There she is, perfect. Boom. Start raid. Gotta go. Okay, streaming tomorrow. Awesome times. Thanks for stopping by. Blah, 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 blah. All that fun stuff. And I will see you guys. Oh, wait, what are they doing? Oh, she moved something. Never mind. We're good still. We're good still. All right. Peace out, yo.